We are back with another weekly auction recap. This week we had Huggins and Scott that ended, and I am here with Matt's Vintage Vault on Instagram, the only one and only autograph legend.
Yeah, we will have quite a bit of that to talk about today, which is definitely we have a lot of interesting items to talk about today, but definitely excited to chat about some of the autographs and stuff like that in this auction.
I will say one of these items I thought was an April Fool's joke at first, but it actually sold at an auction for over $8,000. And
it actually is a real sale. That's just awesome.
I don't think I'll ever see an auction item like this ever again at an auction house.
We have definitely never covered an item like this one. Like that I know for sure.
What was the closest one to Eckersley? That was what, 50 Eckersley rookies? And we thought that was crazy.
That was like just like a couple hundred, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, a couple hundred. And I thought that was interesting lot. That's like a 5 out of 10 compared to this lot that we're going to cover.
That's awesome.
So I'm excited. Let's jump onto this first page. So our highest price right here is one of the big four from the T206 set, the Sherry McGee Error. This got a poor PSA 1, straight up $15,600. And the thing that's interesting about the big four is all these errors weren't known for the longest amount of time. I can't remember just reading about it when this one was discovered. But some of these errors, I believe, were discovered even through the 80s and 90s. So there could always be a big five in the future for the errors for people that are trying to complete the set. But very few people can complete the set because obviously the Wagner cost. So usually you see full set builds that are missing four, but this will help someone. I believe also this is the cheapest of the four. Obviously you have Wagner the most, then you have Plank, you have this one, and the fourth one's escaping me right now. And I'm sure I'm going to get roasted on it.
Doyle.
Doyle, yeah. It says Doyle. It right here, Doyle, which Doyle is really expensive too. So,
yeah, this is always the one that when people talk about having a complete set without the four cards, this is always the one I'm like, dude, I can't get on board. With the Wagner, not considering a complete set, I can get on board with that. This one, dude, if you want to save a complete set, I think you should have to have this. It's not at the price of a Wagner. So congrats to the person buying this to actually put together a closer to complete set than saying you have a complete set without a card here that is, definitely something that, comes up and you can acquire.
It's a technical one just from the crease going all the way across and folded over, but like it looks pretty good overall.
Yeah, I was going to point that out. I think it got a 1 for a reason, but I think it's a plenty fine 1.
But see, that's kind of where I have the issue with grading standards. Like, I know from the technical perspective, it's a 1. I think they should have bumped this to a 1.5.
I'd be fine with that. A 1.5. If you would have said like a 2, I probably would have had a complaint. 1.5 I can deal with.
Yeah, because like 1's just such a broad grade. And like when you have everything else that presents very nicely and like even far away, I know it's probably different when you have the card in person, but far away, like you can barely tell that crease is there.
Yeah.
All right, here's right up your alley.
Right up my alley. I did not.
1953 through 84 football autograph card collection, 503 with 175 Hall of Famers, including 5 Unitas, loaded, $13,200. Let's see.
Yeah, this is. I went kind of back and forth on this one. I definitely have quite a bit to say about it, considering this is the type of stuff that I do like to some extent. When I first calculated it, it came out to like $26 a card. And I was like, man, that's a lot considering there's only 175 Hall of Famers and the rest are commons. When I ran the numbers on 13,000 for just the Hall of Famers, it came out to $75 per card, which I was like, if you calculate it like that and then just say all the commons are just whatever, that's actually not that bad of a price. Now it says that these are tough Hall of Famers. They're not. A lot of these are ones that people did sign quite a bit. There was a couple in here that I saw that were like kind of interesting. But I don't know if I would use the term tough Hall of Famers. Even some of the older ones like Ken Strong and B.D. Feathers and some of those guys, they did die younger, but they signed a lot when they were alive. So definitely an interesting purchase. If you're the person that bought this, there's some things there I'd love to have. But when I, like I said, at $25 a card, I was kind of like, I don't know. And then when I ran it on just the Hall of Famers and it being $75 a card with all the extra commons, for some reason, I just liked that more. I know what these autographs sell for kind of generally. 75, and then you have all the other ones, isn't that bad. And there are a couple in there that were a little bit rare. I think they had the Nevers, of course, a little bit rarer. They have a couple other ones that, Jim Otto is nice. I mean, that's a fine one. So I mean, there was definitely some stuff in there that was, not bad.
I'm curious with the commons that they didn't show in here, if any of those commons are decent too.
Well, I wish they would have provided more info on what the commons are. I would be interested. They gave a little bit.
They have some right here.
Yeah. They gave like the bigger names, which I do appreciate. So I think it'll just be kind of interesting to see what this person deals with on it. I did not think this was going to sell for 13,000. I thought this would be maybe a little bit closer to like 8, because I thought that they would want to get to like closer to like $40 a card when just counting for the Hall of Famers. But this one does have nice ones like Johnny U's are probably the biggest autos in this. The rest of those people signed a decent amount. Johnny U signed a bunch too, but his stuff is in demand. Those I'd say are probably the biggest ones in this.
And I know we mentioned here, but if you guys did purchase anything from this auction, feel free to hit us up on social media. We'll repost it as well. And we're curious what you ended up buying. Up next, a Collins and McCarthy 1917 Honest Wagner in a 4. So first thing to call out, old cert 05, so don't fall for this lighthouse over here. But I don't mind this 4 so far, taking a look at it. I think this would still probably be about a 4 today, unless I'm missing anything. And I know I'm critical a lot on these old certs, but this one I think is pretty fairly graded. Maybe some issues there. I can't 100% tell. But like overall, and these Collins McCarthy, and there's another brand from 1917. They're issued together, not directly together, but like a lot of the 1917 designs are the same. But it has the first Hornsby card, and that's through the roof.
Yeah. No, this is. I think it's a 4 too. I don't have a problem with that.
It's a clean card. It looks good.
Yeah.
And 12.6 on that Wagner market just continues to rise. We have another Hall of Fame autograph lot over here. 1970 through 2000 this time. 3,100 autographs. 3,100 with 275 Hall of Famers. I mean, wow.
That what's that, like $4 a card?
Throw out our calculator.
Yeah, something like that.
We'll break down both of them because we're at 12 divided by 3,100. Yeah.
Just slightly.
3,100. Oops. I know quick math. Throw away your calculator. That's what one of my professors in college said. And I competed in math competition, so I should have just done this really fast. But for the visuals, $3.87 a card.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know how you go wrong at 387.
I would like to know what the plan is with this for the buyer. I assume you're not grading all of these. These 90s autos, they don't have a ton of upside unless you get 10s for the actual card grade.
Like that Dion's not getting a 10 with that.
Yeah, so I would be curious what the plan is. I think at $4 a card, you actually have pretty good resale value if you just sold these just without, you have an autogram there and a couple other ones.
Jimmy Johnson.
So I'm interested to see what the plan is with this. I think there's upside even if you don't grade them. Maybe you grade just like a couple of them, and the rest you just put in a box and do with it what you want.
You have to be a dealer setting up at a large show to buy this. $5 a card, Hall of Famers, $20, $30 a card, whatever they end up going for. I think that's the easiest play.
Yeah, I wish they would have included a bit more info on who the non-Hall of Famers are, because
here's all the Hall of Famers. The balance are offered without authentication. That's a tough.
Yeah.
The great stars. Here you go.
They have some nice ones, but that doesn't, I want to know what all of them are.
For $3 though, Frank Gore, you should easily clear that. Marshawn Lynch.
No, they'll do fine on these names, but I would just want to know who the other people are. If I was spending whatever this went for, $12,000 or something, I'd be curious to know what they are.
Yeah, and I think that's a mistake from the auction perspective not to put that in there.
Even just a photo that just shows, I don't know, all of them just laid out, so I could even get an idea of like the years, or because the comments, because there's just so, it's not like it's like 70% Hall of Famers, 30% comments. It's the opposite, and so I would really want to get an idea of what those are.
No doubt with that. All right, let's move on to the next one. So 1934 Worldwide Gum. I've talked about Worldwide Gum before. This card may confuse some of you guys because it's a 33 Gaudi design, but in 34 Worldwide Gum, they use both 33 and 34 Gaudi designs. The reason how I know that, also beyond just this, is I had a 34 Worldwide Gum and it was a 33. I think it was Jesse Haynes and it was a 4 or 5. I sold that card a while ago. And you flip it over, printed in Canada. Not as desirable, surprisingly, as the Gaudis. Personally, I'd rather have the Worldwide Gum being rare, but I understand why people want the Gaudi instead. And like this looks a pretty good 3 from my appeal perspective.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think a 3 is reasonable.
I'm not going to cover the 67 full set. I mean, it's missing 2 cards, but I am going to cover this set over here. So I don't know too much about it, but Steven on the channel actually owns who is it? It's not Wilt, it's Kareem in a 5. He picked that up a few years ago for about $1,000. So seeing Wilt go for a 3 and 11,000 is a huge sale.
Yeah, I mean, it's an oddball basketball. Oddball basketball has been hot. I think this would go for 10 grand. Probably not, but it's not a set I'm overly familiar with, so it's not like I am, an expert on this type of stuff. Oddball basketball in general going up. Not super surprised.
This is actually a really sweet one. There was a dealer at a show that had a full Jello box recently, and they actually do slab the full boxes like this. Very, very tough to find. I think I saw it at the New York Hofstra show, I want to say. But this is Frank Robinson, which I don't think I saw that one. It was someone else. And just to show like how popular this is, 10,500. Like this cut you can find all day. Like it's not tough, but having the full box together, hefty premium.
Yeah, 10 grand is not what it was not on my bingo card for what I thought this would go for. But somebody knows more about Jello cards than I do, so I will give them their.
I will say from some of the private sales I've heard of bigger names. They go way higher, but I was told not to disclose that information. I'll tell you a little bit after, not on this public video, but they're very expensive from some of the private sales.
I'm surprised about that because Wheaties boxes, the full boxes, which I believe are probably rarer considering they are 30 years older than the Jello boxes, go for considerably less as a full box than 10 grand.
Well,
which was the only pricing info I had around full boxes.
So that just changed with an eBay auction this week or last month. So there was a Lou Gehrig in a 4 or 5 full box, and it did over $12,000. I want to say. I know Gehrig's a way bigger name than Frank Robinson, though.
Can you do this after? But I do want to see that box because there used to be a Lou Gehrig.
Let me load it up right now. So
this Gehrig box.
This was $8,000, and this is in my vintage baseball top 30. So make sure to watch that video already. But Lou Gehrig Series 1 hand cut PSA 5 full box right there, and this was sold as a buy it now.
No, that's not a whole box.
Well, is it missing the top on that side of things on there?
Well, yeah. I mean, like it's not like that's just like it's like the one you have behind you.
Well, mine's just cut out. It doesn't have the full outside panel.
Like that's not like I'll show you later. I'll show you like the whole box.
Got it. But yeah, so that's just what these are going for right now. If this is missing part of it, I 100% misspoke, but a little sneak peek into that other video. Not much to say here. PSA 3, Mantle, horrible centering, has a stain on here. That's why some of the 2s that you'll see that are nice center outsell this one. This sold for $10,200.
Yeah. I wasn't going to be as rough on it as that, but you covered it.
I was shocked this didn't start with the 0 at the beginning.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Honestly.
All right, check this out. 1961 Topps signed near complete set with numerous key Hall of Famers and rarities. $9,000. This is
Why
awesome.
would you not complete it?
I mean, I would assume you're missing Mantle. A few people probably passed away.
Oh, I bet you all the players are available, unless it says they usually say.
All right, here's who's missing: Maris, Santo,
Maris, Mantle,
Mantle, Maris.
Facts. Oh, so you can get all of them. You can't get the Ruth. You can't
You
get
can't
the
get
Gehrig.
Campy.
Yes.
Campy stopped signing, right? Because he
well, no, but you can get a post. You can get like one of those junky autos.
Oh, he's still signed in 61? I wasn't sure.
But you definitely can't get, of course, the Ruth, the Gehrig.
Oh, look. Multiple examples of the above listed cards are not possible.
2, I think. It should just be 2.
Which ones would you? I mean, Ruth.
Ruth and Gehrig.
Gehrig. I don't know. Do you think there's a Mantle Maris number 44 signed auto together?
It might not be signed together, but PSA counts it if it's just one of them.
Oh, does it? All right.
Yeah. I'm sure there's one out there of just Mantle.
Maybe not a Clemente though, right? I mean, Clemente doesn't have a ton of signed stuff from passing away early.
Oh, I'm not saying I didn't say it wasn't hard. I was just saying, why wouldn't you complete the set? Like
yeah. I'm just curious which ones weren't signed when it says multiple.
I guarantee you there are sales of all of them except for
that one.
I mean, I'm sure some of them are super rare, but I don't know. I would certainly want to complete it.
Either way, this is awesome. Though.
I can.
It feels cheap at 9,000 for like how close they are for that set.
Yeah, I just looked. There are sales of the Clemente.
Is there? Okay, so I was 100% wrong on 2 things today.
They're expensive. I mean, they're no cheap.
What did the Clemente sell for? I'm curious.
Last one just sold for 2,000. The one before that sold for 9,000.
Well, that's a big range.
So yeah, I mean, what did they pay per card here? What is that?
Less than $2 or less than $20 a card.
Less than 20.
Yeah. That seems like a great buy.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's fine.
I see the Clemente right there, not signed. Oh well, if that Clemente was signed,
I guess they still gave you the Clemente. Yeah. That's nice.
Free $50.
Yeah, that's not bad.
All right, so now 73 complete set, including 8 variations. PSA 9 set, $9,000. Oh, it's a qualifier on that Schmidt. The Rose is
actually off centered. How bad's the off centering?
Let's see. It's pretty off centered.
Yeah, it is.
Either way, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the variants in the set.
Neither am I. $9,000. There you go.
Are they all slabbed? Oh, with 228 PSA grade. Yeah. I was gonna say if they're all
163 9s.
Another autograph collection. Some autograph collector is liquidating.
Somebody. Let's see who we got here, because this should be something I know a little bit more.
$9,000 again, which a lot of these are selling for $9K.
You got a Hakeem,
Hardaway,
Duncan, Wilkins. What are the other photos? Who's that? Bill Sharman. Yeah. Who else? Dave Cohen. John Wooden. He signed a ton. Go over to let's see what we have in the next one.
We have 2 more pages of Hall of Famers.
Hakeem, Wooden, Pat Riley, Bill Walton, Daly, Isaiah, Lenny Wilkins. He signs a ton. Let's see the last one. Let's see what we got. Give me something good. Willis Reed. It's not bad. Hakeem, but it's signed without the H. Those are slightly rarer, as you can imagine, than with the H. They don't actually sell for more, which to me makes absolutely 0 sense. I don't really understand, he stopped signing it like that. That's no different than like I don't know, some other. I'm trying to think of who else like
Lou Alcindor versus
Lou
Kareem.
Alcindor.
Yeah.
His rookie card, with the old name, sells for way more than it does the new one. For whatever reason, the Hakeems don't. I have a couple Hakeem cards that are signed without the H. There's one right there that looks pretty nice. You can tell the auto's a little older, as of course.
Fading too.
But that's nice. I like that one. That's actually a nice piece there.
And I feel like too with basketball, a lot of the even non-Hall of Famers, they sell pretty well just because basketball teams have a lot less players than like a baseball team or something like that.
Yeah, this one has a bunch of names. Hakeem, Tim Duncan. You got a couple older ones there like Wooden, and I see a Maurice Cheeks. You see you got some stuff. And those are all people, the ones that are alive that charge $50 to $150 to sign.
Less than $3 a card.
Yeah,
someone did really well.
You did pretty well there on those. Those guys all charge, around that range.
And then I'm not going to cover the Jackie, but two sold for 84. Or Hank Aaron, almost said Hank Rose for some reason. It's been a day. Let's go into this next autograph.
You're already smiling.
Dude, imagine if I said Hank Rose and just kept going on. I'd get 100. I'd get like 1,000. Who's Hank Rose?
Who do we have on this?
Oh, we have a Kirby Puckett to start off, and we have a Ripken and another Puckett.
Yeah, a bunch of Puckets. Somebody like Kirby Puckett.
Oh, look at that. Bash Brothers.
I like that. I like the way that looks.
Puckett again. Puckett.
I wonder if he signs.
Oh, we'll talk about Tom Glavine in a little bit, but we have a Glavine. Boggs. I met Boggs before. Barry Larkin. Maddox. Larkin. Jose Canseco again. Nolan Ryan autos. Nolan Ryan. 3 Nolan Ryans. 4 Gwynn as well. 5 Ryans. 6 Ryans. Berra and Dale Berra. This is an awesome lot. 8,100. That feels.
How much is that per card? I totally forgot that Kirby Puckett is dead.
Yeah, Kirby Puckett.
Which makes that even better. This lot.
3,500 cards for 8,100. You're almost looking at like
less than $3 a card.
Less than $250 a card.
Yeah,
that's a steal. I mean, those Nolan Ryans alone.
Well, so the one I would be interested. So you have 175 stars, and then you have
13 Nolan Ryan autos.
So if you do just stars,
what's a Puckett auto? Let's see. So a Kirby Puckett PSA autograph, just on that alone, is $200 for a 1989 Fleer, $200 for a 91 score, 92.
Yeah, assuming these come out authentic.
Look at that, $400.
You get some room there.
A lot of room. I mean, what's a Nolan Ryan auto 1984? Well, I'd say
I don't
150.
think his will be as much as Puckett.
I'd say 150, right?
Puckett died.
Let's see. 81, 150 there.
Yeah,
36. 150. I was pretty close when I said 150 on those, assuming that's what they sold for. It'd be cheaper, maybe.
70, yeah.
Either way, I mean, that's a great bargain lot, and like even for a Berra collector, like that's a pretty cool card.
That's a
probably
great
not
card.
A lot of those.
That's an awesome card.
That I mean, let's say the Nolan Ryans are 100 each. That's 13. These Puckets are 300 each. That's 21. Now you're looking at 34. The Ripken has to be $100.
Ripken's pretty good.
The Bash Brothers. What's the Bash Brothers autograph? I mean, do they even sign now? Because like I don't know if they hate each other. I'm pretty sure they do, but
let's see if they sign. I don't think they do.
All right, what's the Bash Brothers sign for?
I saw $40 there.
Well, that was only one auto. That wasn't both. McGuire auto.
I mean,
there's not many of them.
McGuire charges $85 to sign.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think they 100% sign each other's stuff anymore.
No, but I'm saying like right there, like you bottom line's 80. I mean, starting $85. It's $85 to get them for
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I would assume that's a $200-$300 card all day. I mean, you just have these Leaf sticker autos.
Yeah.
That was a great
one.
purchase.
Yeah.
Who else is in here? All right, here we go.
Wade Boggs.
You have more Hall of Famers. Burt, Dawson, Raleigh Fingers, Jack Morris, Eddie Murray, Necro, Perez, Ted Simmons, Gary Carter. He passed away as well. A lot of
You got Wade Boggs rookie in there. That's nice.
Ozzy. Man, this is loaded. A lot of Palmer.
Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff.
Fernando autograph.
I wonder if all of these autograph lots were owned by the same person.
It had to be.
They just had a.
There's other Barras too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Strawberry in there. Lazorda. That's a nice one.
And look, a sampling of the stars. Don Mattingly. That Mattingly sells all the time. He should have been put up over here. Guidry. I mean,
Garvey. That's nice.
There'll be additional shipping charge, but still, like,
yeah,
someone did really well. Really, really well. I'm kind of jealous of that purchase. I mean, I wouldn't want to deal with selling all those cards and getting them authenticated, but
yeah,
he'll do well.
Yeah, I mean, they should just authenticate the good ones and go from there.
This is what we were alluding to on the intro of this video.
Do you want to go first?
So, all right, $8,100. I love how it says 8,000 plus. They don't even give you an exact number.
They didn't count them, man. They didn't even go through it.
They didn't even go through it. Oh, actually, here we go. That is all Tom Glavine rookie cards. I'm speechless. When we talk about junk wax era, like, my God.
If you were the person that bought this, I'm more just curious than anything else. Like, I'm just interested. First off, why? Like, I want to start there. Why? Second off, what was the thought process behind? I mean, maybe you just love Tom Glavine. Maybe you are Tom Glavine. Maybe Tom Glavine's the one that bought this. I don't know.
I mean, if I was Tom Glavine, I saw 8,000 of my rookie cards up for auction, I would buy them.
It's interesting. Like, this is an interesting purchase. I don't really know what the plan is. PSA 10 sell for about $50. 9 sell for less than grading fees. They sell for like $15. So I don't know what the plan is with this. If you are the person that bought this, I would love to just talk to you and just kind of like hear about this, because when we saw this, we were stunned. Like, this was just such a random item. I would love to be in the Huggins Scott room when this item was presented to auction off. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it.
I will say that on ComC right now, you can buy a Tom Glavine rookie for 55 cents. I will allude to that. So maybe I need to buy them all and just like price them at like $1 to $2 each.
Yeah, the price wasn't even that great. It's not if they had gotten this for like 10, let's say it's went for like $800 and they got it for like 10 cents a piece.
That makes sense.
Then I could be like, that's pretty good. Like, that actually looks really nice. $1 a card. I could go to a card show and buy these for $1 a card. So I don't know.
I would have thought they would have went for $0.25 to 50 cents. Like, if they went for 50 cents, I see a dealer saying, I'm just going to price these out $1 a card. Yeah. And then like over the years, it'll sell through.
Yeah. And if Tom Glavine signs at a show or whatever, you bring them.
That's easy.
People are going to buy
$3.
Yeah.
Man, it'd be interesting too. Like, if a show brings in Tom Glavine and then they pre-sell rookie cards to everyone. Like, I
was thinking that too. Yeah,
that's an interesting play. Like, imagine like a Philly or a Chantilly, like that type of size show brings in Tom Glavine and they already pre-sell the cards. Like,
that's what I was thinking.
Signing a rookie card today, you have to pay an additional $5, but you get a card for the signing. Now that's an interesting business move.
Because I honestly just don't know who bought this. I mean, I'm just curious. I would just love to know what the plan is with this. It doesn't make the most sense to me, but maybe they have some sort of scheme I don't know about. I don't know.
What I will say though, I feel bad for the grader if he gets like 8,100 Tom Glavine rookie cards. Like imagine you're grading cards and you just get this dropped off on your desk and say good luck for the next 2 months. Like you're just grading Tom Glavine rookie cards.
The buyer would have to essentially hit a 10 every other card for this to be profitable.
Well, not only that, if you have that many 10s, what's that going to do to the pop report?
I know. Yeah. I don't know if they were expecting 8,000.
Like
I don't even know like who owned this originally. That I'm also curious.
What if it's the autograph guy that owned this as well?
Honestly, it probably, considering how many lots in this auction were like things like this, it might be the same person.
That's what I'm saying. It probably is. But either way, this is I'm speechless on this. All right, let's keep going through. Another autograph collection over here. 76 through 79 with 100. 7,800. Ryan.
Nolans.
Ryan. Paul.
Molitor.
Ryan. Carter. Ozzy. That's a rookie. I don't know who that is. So don't know him. Robin, you have another Ryan. I mean, it's
what did this go for? How much?
7,800.
Like $3 and change per.
How many Nolan Ryans is there though? These are all the Hall of Famers here. 11 Nolan Ryan autos. So you're already looking 1,100 there.
You better hope those commons pick something up.
I mean, that Ozzy's a couple hundred too.
Yeah, the Ozzy's nice. Carter's
probably, yeah. I don't know. I mean, we've been talking a lot about these autograph lots. We'll just keep going forward. Someone's going to be in the comments like, I don't care about autograph lots.
I know. They're going to be annoyed that an auction house sold stuff and we're talking about the items.
All right. This puzzled me because I saw this. I was shocked with the sale. I guess Catfish Hunter doesn't sign his rookie card. $7,200. I'm pretty sure he's alive still too.
So he is not alive.
I was wrong.
But he signed a ton. There used to be a now I'm going to get this wrong. There used to be a joke in his hometowns in North Carolina. There used to be a joke that you could bring anything to him and he would sign it for whatever.
Apparently not the 65 tops.
So I'm curious. I'm trying to look it up quickly to figure out why. I have a signed photo from his Hall of Fame induction. Dude, I paid less than I did for lunch, so I don't really know. I don't know what happened here. I must be missing something.
I actually looked up other sales of this autograph in the 65, and they sell for a couple $1,000s also. They said there's not a lot of 65 signed autographs of Catfish Hunter.
Yeah, I see that. I'm looking at the sales. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder why.
Copy didn't look too bad.
I wonder why he didn't sign that because, dude, he signed I have some people that live near that area where he's from. They have a lot of Catfish Hunter stuff. They have a lot of things, and it was cheap. I bought a bunch of it. I don't know. I don't know why he didn't sign his rookie card.
Maybe he just didn't like the picture, or like he only wanted full cards.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, you're right. There aren't a lot of sales. It's the second highest sale of this card.
Does it say what the pop is?
Oh, I didn't. I'm just looking at I'm not looking at PSA. I'm looking at one of the other things.
You're good.
The one it's the highest sale of a card that has just him. The one that sold before sold for $6,600, but it was signed by him and one of the other people on the card as well. So you got a little bit extra for that.
I wonder if any of the others are still alive.
That's a good question.
Because I feel like that would add to the value. You just get a few other signatures if you can.
Yeah, I don't know. That's something I honestly usually look stuff up like that because I'm always curious. The one dude, what's his name? John. He's still alive and he signed through the mail.
I don't know if I'd send this through the mail though. Like that's pretty risky.
That's what it. Let's see if he does private signings. He did it. His last private signing was in 2016, so you'd have to send it through the mail. What's the other guy's name? He is still alive.
And Skip
And
Lockwood.
he signed last month.
How about Skip Lockwood?
He actually did a private signing last month. The Lockman guy. Let's see the other guy.
Man,
So far, all are alive. What's his name? Skip.
I'm giving you a project idea, aren't
I? Signs as well.
Well, you can complete this card.
And he did a private. He did it. Well, he signs. They all sign through the mail. They do like a little bit of private. Like they're all like tiny local shows, and they're cheap too. Wow.
Well,
Interesting project. Now I'm kind of interested. It's so cheap to get the other people to sign.
except for your travel expenses. Or that's an excuse to go on vacation there.
And these are all private shows that you could send the items directly to. That's what that's what I do with the stuff before. Interesting.
Catfish Hunter died in 1999. I guess I should have read that first line before saying I'm not sure if he's alive or dead.
I knew just because of the stuff that I bought. I knew he was dead, but I knew he'd signed a lot. I guess he didn't sign this card too much.
No. All right, let's keep going through. King Kelly in a 6. Actually, one of the more affordable King Kelly cards. His other stuff's expensive between his good one and old judges.
Yeah, that looks nice.
$10,000 Kelly. Great card.
It's back.
Babe Ruth, cut auto. 1955 Bowman, 1275. 1955 Bowmans. Oh my God, these lots are killing me today.
1,200 of the same set. Look at that.
Look how many Giffords are just right there.
None of them are even that nice. What they sell for? What they go for?
6,600. $5 a card.
Yeah, they paid a little bit more than the autograph stuff. Interesting. I don't know what does it say how many sets are there? I wonder if it does.
It says over here highlights include 15 number ones, Walker, 17 McCormack, 19 Giffords. I don't know who the go-to cards are in the set, but it seems like there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a bunch of the Blandas. Blanda's nice.
Oh, I guess it just depends what these go for.
Yeah. I think the Blanda's the biggest one.
All right, let's keep going through some stuff. A 53, near complete with 4 PSA graded stars. Cy Young, Ted Williams, and Dazzy Vance signed.
Wow.
Baseball. $6,000.
That's cool. That's a cool item.
Look at that.
That's a wide time period. I would love to know when that was signed. It looks like it was all signed at the same time, considering kind of the age of the autos. I'm curious when.
Ted was a rookie in 39 or 38. So
when did Cy?
40s.
I think he actually lived for a while.
Who did? Cy
Young.
I think he lived to like the 60s.
55, yeah.
52 through 69. Well, it's not 69.
It can't be. Cy Young died in 55.
Oh, they're talking about the baseball. It was issued through 52 through 69. So 52 through 55. That's when this had to be signed.
Yeah. Assuming they all signed at the same point, which I think they did by the age.
You'd have to, right?
The age looks the same.
Oh, let's keep going through. We're not going to cover it. 1750. I do want to see this.
Hall of Famers. I can't look at that.
1910 Baltimore News. Just a common. Jim Egan won $5,600, which is crazy.
People probably want to get as close to the Ruth sales.
That's probably what it is. There's actually a lot of these in the auction.
Yeah.
Let's see another one here, another one right over there. Let's keep going through, see if anything else piques your interest.
Look at that
Jackie
baseball.
Ted on this one. Look at that. 55 tops horde. 1,250, 1955 tops. Now this was probably a steal. And the reason why I say that is you load up all these commons on your ComC account. Like you're getting $1, $2 on these commons alone. Not including, like, this is 110 high numbers. Some of the stars you throw in here. I mean, wow. Yeah. I think, you know who probably bought this lot right here? One of those dealers that set up at shows that just have the books of like 50s tops. Yeah. This is right up their alley. They charge $5 to $10 a card for people building their sets.
Yeah.
That is such easy profit for them.
Yeah, I believe that. That's actually a good point. Those type of dealers.
That's why we bought the other 55 too, the football side. 72 complete set. I actually wanted. I'm going to skip some more autographs because we talked too much about that. This is kind of up your alley though. Bread labels.
It is, yeah.
I want to talk about this over here. The Pat Cigarette. This is actually one of Jack Johnson's toughest cards. This got a 1.5. There's actually 2 backs on these. So you have Pat Cigarettes, and then I think it's called Kopech. They're both very, very tough to find. Like very tough. And $4,800, which I think is the price the Kopech's on for. I can't remember if Pet or Kopech was rarer or they're about the same, but
yeah, nice card. Nice image.
Yep. All right, you're up.
Yeah, this is a near complete Bread for Energy set. I collect the football Bread for Energies, which are much rarer than the baseball ones, but do look similar. I'm curious who they're missing or if that one got pulled out. I didn't see any other ones in the auction. I don't know if it says who they're missing. There's not a ton of huge names in the baseball one, so I don't know why they would pull it out or something.
Did not say who it was missing.
But yeah, essentially these were sold on the end of bread boxes. They were right there on the end. I've seen some wrappers, so I've seen what it looks like there. There are 2. There's Bread for Health and there's Bread for Energy. Bread for Energies are much rarer than the Bread for Health. They were produced for a much shorter time. In football, they're about 20 times rarer than the Bread for Health. Baseball, I don't know if it's that same. I think they're slightly more common. But super nice. They all have the tabs as well. Sometimes you'll see them with the energy or the Bread for Energy piece cut off. These all have it, which definitely added to the value because those are definitely more desirable than not having the tabs. It looks like they all have it, which is pretty extraordinary.
Yeah, and there's 5 Hall of Famers on this first page. So
yeah,
Lodges, Shindis, Mize, not a Hall of Famer, Lemon's a Hall of Famer, and then Kel, not any like high-end Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
still
they're in nice shape too. These are, I mean, just because they were at the end of the box, like they crease, and they're like paper thin too. They crease really easily. These are really nice. You can see it says attractive condition. I didn't even see that.
Extremely attractive, not just attractive. Yeah. Extremely.
Yeah, and would they get 4,000?
Yeah, 46.
46. Yeah, that's what is that per card? Was that $100? 120? 110?
Somewhere around there.
That's a totally fine price.
Pistol Pete Maravich magazine photos 8.
Is that a lot of them or is it just one?
It's a lot of 8 autographs.
Oh yeah, that is that's actually a great price. That's a
$6 or 600 autograph on that.
That's a great price. That one page, the first one. Where he's talking to the coach. That's one of his better images. That's his Sports Illustrated first cover image. That's a really nice one. Some of those other ones are there's other LSU photos, but that's a really good price. I think if you would have, maybe up towards, I bet you like I guess more like 1,000 per photo. But they got a better deal. So congrats.
Yeah, there you go. And there's one with Jerry West also.
Oh, is there? That's nice.
Right here. Dual-sided Jerry West autograph. Maravich autograph.
Yeah, that's nice.
I would assume you want Maravich on the front, right? If you're getting that slabbed, or who would you want on the front side?
Maravich. Jerry West will sign anything.
85 tops.
Sign anything.
Near complete set of 85 tops. That's crazy. 45. Babe Ruth signed Elizabeth N.J. Commissioner of Police business card. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's his get out of jail free card right
there.
Yeah,
it is. That's cool.
This is the card that Steven had, 4,400 for a 2, and he has it in a 5. He lucked out with that. Worldwide Gum, another one of these out of Canada. Garrett, 44. Time Magazine, Jackie, it says first appearance, 44. Glendale Hot Dogs, Joe Ginsburg, PSA 5. I am not familiar with that at all.
Not familiar.
So that means I got to load this up.
Somebody who knows more about hot dog cards than I do, I'll tell you that.
That seems very high for that card, but I guess 2 people in the registry were battling it out.
Yeah.
Clemente signed, JSA, 42. More sets, 87, almost full set. I mean, just the dedication, though, to get like an 87 full set. I wonder if it has the Barry Bonds or if it's missing Bonds.
Yeah.
It would be right there if he had Bonds. It's probably missing.
Yeah.
1960 shoebox collection, 1575. Wow.
They got a couple Yaz's there on the front.
Yeah, 3 Yaz's, a McCovey there, Koufax, Clemente. John Clarkson, PSA 6. Not the biggest Hall of Famer name. Cobb. Let's keep going through some stuff. See what else. Bruce Springsteen, 3-page handwritten concert lyrics. That seems a little cheap for how popular he is. Let's keep going through.
More. Look at all the dude. Look at all these autograph.
I know. We just can't cover them. This is kind of like the 52 Mantle of boxing cards. 51 tops. Rocky, undefeated, passed away really young. One of the first top sets. Not the best boxer by any means, but like just extremely popular first tops issue. So that's and that's an 8. It looks pretty good. Centering's not the best though, but old label.
Yeah, that's nice.
Keep going through. Dobie on that side of things. Call out Feller, Maravich. I think they said they were breaking up that full set.
Yeah, they did well on those.
Very well. I did not expect those prices.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I mean, look how many sets they're breaking up. Like 95. This was a great buy, by the way. 95 over here with 5 graded and several stars for T206s. Now, just like for me selling T206 cards, you can get $30 to $50 all day long on commons. So you have Wheat here. You have Chase. Chase outsells commons. I know he's not a Hall of Famer, but he has a ton of images in the set. And then plus whatever was graded. Let's see what's graded.
Yeah.
A 4, that's pretty good. Chase with a 1.
It's a nice one.
Let's see what else is over here. No, they're big names. They needed to show the backs, though. You need to see the backs, what these look like.
It probably said, oh, yeah.
Look, it just says paper loss, trimming, or writing, but like it doesn't show it. But still, at this price point, as a dealer, like you're doing well. You price them at $50 a piece. Go through it all day, and like they're so popular. Everyone wants to have one T206 card in their collection. Like this was a no-brain buy. No-brain. Hall of Fame grab bag.
Jeez.
Dude, this man. Those aren't all Hall of Famers. Did I misread it?
No, it said not all of them.
Baseball grab bag. Hall of Famers including DiMaggio, Fox, and Ott. You have a turkey red in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the commons sell for, but that's 32. Superman, I cover this in every non-sports side. 60 T206s for 31. Like I said, $50 a pop. This was a big sale. A Cap Anson Authentic for $3K. 7 Barra.
7.
Another hot dog, $3,000 on that. I don't know. It's so easy to cover all these, but anything else that you wanted to specifically cover in this auction?
That basketball, that MJ, I saw that when I was looking at it, that signed basketball. I'm actually
23.
surprised. What that thing get?
23.
2000? That's actually not a bad price. The auto's a little like it's definitely an earlier MJ auto, and it's definitely a little faded. $2,000. I think that's fine. A nicer ball would have gone for more. But I think it's fine.
I actually saw something that just piqued my interest. The Sullivan, like a 1 in this, I'm pretty sure is like $400 to $500, and a 6 just sold for 23, which seems a little cheap for that Kimball. These aren't the easiest to find either. Like I have a 1.5 or a 1, I can't remember, and I paid like $300 for it.
Yeah.
Let's see if anything else. High 7 just sold for 21. It's more of a common name. We'll just look very top of the next page, and we'll call this a video. Anything else? While I do that, again, if you guys bought anything, hit us up. And I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. 44 right there for 18.
Yeah, so it looks like they had like a massive lot of them. They split them into smaller sets.
Duke Snyder, Jello.
So why I need to know why Frank Robinson outsold
Frank Robinson always outsells Duke Snyder stuff.
But by that much?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say like 5x margin,
like
but
5 times what that went for.
Well, okay. Duke Snyder's first card's 48. Frank Robinson's 57. So it's closer to also to rookie card too.
Is it 5? Is it 5 times? I don't think so.
That's what market says now.
That's why I just want to know. I'm just curious. I just want that person to reach out.
May's autograph 61. No,
looks like a nice signature.
That looks like it's a good looking card too.
Yeah.
53 autos. I mean, there's just so much to cover here. This Cody in a 7 feels cheap at 16. Muldoon in an 8. I have that in a 7. And then lastly, I wonder if this is the same one I saw at the Philly show once. I saw a Ted Williams with Ted Williams written on the front. I don't know if it was the same card or if it was a different one, but we'll end it off on this one. Good card, but couldn't get slapped.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We will catch you in another video.